Yeah, Samugi was kind of a joke in the last part of the show, but let's get into it. SupremeViper versus PuellaSins. Let's see what's rocking. We have dual Sasuke going into this versus Gamagori, so Puella using that knowledge that he's learned from prior matches against Gamagori to go ahead against another Titan, Gamagori. Definitely a lot of Gamagoris coming out this tournament, showing and repping their character, and he'll go off and start off and go ahead and get the big dance. And that guard break on Puella having a lot of range and a lot of, but he's gonna get the guard break. Yeah, once you get one wall splat, the second wall splat will not give you a heart that you're able to pick up off of. It'll just give you a heart knockdown that they just kind of are. But Puella going and starting his own game with 4 bars, but less help, kind of an even stance right now. Ooh, good burst from Puella though. But SupremeViper getting out of his shack a little bit too early, and it looks like he may pay for it with his life. And that's the round.
I can still fight. On guard. Round 2, begin.
Ooh, if you're Viper, you really want to pick up something to pick up this neck, and he does that. We've seen a lot of back and forth and a lot of people being able to just take off a round right after the person takes off the round. Just shows the skill level that these people are at and how these are really the top echelon of what our server has. Make sure to come out and tune in to our other tournaments though, and make sure to come out to our Discord if you're not already. But Puella out of the meter and SupremeViper happy. Ooh, definitely not where you want to be. Not a good situation. Will he get the wall spot? Yes, he will get the wall spot, and he will be able to pick up from that and get the bloody valor. Ooh. What will be his pick for the bloody valor? Oh, Puella. Ooh, and he will win, racking up that additional. The thing about it is, add to that additional damage, that's nothing, because you cannot kill someone in Bloody Valor. So it may be an option to pick for it. And she will say, "Stand down, you fool," and that will be the end of that Bloody Valor. Puella is hanging on by a thread. One hit will seal the game. He cannot opt to make one. Ooh. And that will be it for the round. Looks like Puella will have to figure out something against Gamagori again. These Gamagori is showing out this tournament and just showing what much their character can do. Again, it's just something that's so hard to get around for a lot of characters, and you don't know how to play with it, especially when you really have to approach Gamagori. You really can't play that camp game because you have to pick up that round before the round is over, because he is so.
Interesting.
Gonna go with his tried and true Ragio, Junketsu Ragio. Such an amazing skin, such a cool skin. But we're gonna get into it again. This is a best 3 out of 5, so there's a lot of time for adaptation, a lot of time to learn your character, your opponent, what habits they pick up. But with such a fast-paced game, you might have enough time. So opting back for the Ragio Kiryuing on his favorite stage, Ragio Stadium. You see how we get it started. He's going to go start up with the damage, and he's just going to go right through all of that, getting his damage, getting that bread and butter that he loves to get, and won't pick up the wall splat though. And right through the guard break. And he said, "Let me eat that up." But Puella said, "No, eat this 6A." Puella being forced to use his defense, and with Gamagori towering over, you won't be able to get away from that. And Puella's gonna pick up that damage that he truly needs to work with.
Bloody Valor.
And the Bloody
Begin.
Valor burst will eat right through that attack and be able to start the first
I'll be
debate
happy to
of
show
the
you
match.
How clothing rules over this planet. Your
Who will pick up the first one of the Bloody Valor? Looks like Puella tied, and therefore now with the added effect, now whenever Raggio gets a counter hit burst, she's now able to pick up a full combo from it. So now you have to be extremely careful now in this matchup when you start when Raggio bursts your combo now.
here's another. Where are you looking?
It looks like that will seal the fate of SupremeViper in the first round of the second match.
I can still fight. On guard. Round 2. Begin.
Ooh, 5C right in your face. And they go ahead and set up some more 5Cs, but no, he's going to go ahead and cancel it, but will be punished for it.
I'm not done.
Ooh, maybe thinking Puella was going to burst there, but not getting it. Go ahead and picking up that damage, though, right from Puella. But will not be able to finish off the round. Good burst, and there we go in. That Bloody Valor running coming right in, showing how it's so scary to even hit Raggio now because of that counter burst. Yeah, SupremeViper's kind of stuck in the corner. This is Raggio's game now. You gotta prepare your round down. You gotta just play what she's got. I believe that those jump C's were set up. I think they were stopped by the approach. But yeah, you have to commit. And the Puella's not accepting any. He's just sitting back, controlling the pace of the game, just like the Empress that Raggio is. She just controls the pace and controls all the people on the screen and make them dance and play to her game.
I see your value as a first strike to eliminate the rebels.
Winner. Raggio Kiriyui.
1-1 on both sides, though. Looks like it's pretty evened up. It looks like Puella's found his footing with the Raggio. If you're a Viper, you need to find something. I know that DTRs do not like the Raggio match just because how slow their sidestep is, so you probably put the Gamagori. Didn't do too bad, but the thing about when Raggio picks up the first round, she can just start zoning, playing that game, doing what she has to do. But it looks like SupremeViper will pick Hono Town, so Raggio won't be able to run away as much as she wants to. That is the grace of losing your match, is that you do get to pick the next stage. You get to pick where you want to be and where you want to face the next map. What will Puella's answer be to a small stage such as Hono Town? He won't be able to run away too long from SupremeViper. Let's see what SupremeViper's answer is to the loss that he received the last match. Ooh, pulling him right out of the dash C and getting that crispy wall splat right into the next combo. Ooh, dropping the combo, but gonna go right into Shackle and pick it up. Puella has nowhere to run on such a small stage as this, but he will pick up the combo using that guard break. Gonna dash right through. Puella's gonna counter with another guard, and he must get around that, and he does, and those whips go right through. And looks like SupremeViper may be able to pick up a good amount of damage, but he drops the combo, and maybe that's what he was going for the whole time. And that 6A will go straight through the Viper, going straight through with armor of his. And I'm wondering why he opted for that combo. Ooh, dropping the Shackle is not what you need. Your Shackle will actually eat up the Bloody Valor if used correctly.
I'm sorry. Are you mocking me?
Draw. Break.
And since Ragyo's kind of doing what Ragyo does, SupremeViper really needs to find a way to get in, and he's going to eat a garbage right to the face, but it won't be the full damage of it. And Puella has just walked away. Nice buff and momentum and movement that Ragyo did get. But looks like Puella's going to run away from this round. And like that, that's round point right there. Puella seeming to find his answer against SupremeViper with that Trident Ragyo of his. Seems as though he may have found the answer that he was searching for with that Ragyo. SupremeViper having to go through a lot of health from Ragyo. Ooh, dropping the shackle once again, not a smart choice at all.
Have you not realized the difference in our powers yet?
What was the choice? The Mach. But Puella will win that. Let's see if he can pick up the second Valor. Now, when he hits him with a burst, it'll pack a lot of damage. But he will not win the second one. A trend going throughout most of the matches that we've had today is that people really aren't picking up their second Valor, but getting the first one. But with a lot of these characters, the first one is really all they need. So Puella's kind of just taking his time with setting up what he does best. But Viper finds a way through the whole minefield minigame that is the projectiles of Ragyo. And standing right on top of him, but he committed and will be hit with the guard break that will pick up a good amount of damage. And will take the Valor away. Will take away from SupremeViper. And just like that, he's going to play the keep away game for SupremeViper. SupremeViper will have to commit and find a way inside himself. Viper does find a way, but Puella will immediately burst away and start setting up camp once again. And beating that commitment that was that dash in. And won't be the round. Gamma surviving barely with that health he has. And Puella will put up those life fiber threads right in front of him, set up shop, and keep going at it. But SupremeViper will find his way in.
Impossible.
And finish with the 5A auto combo.
That won't stop
On
me.
guard. Final round. Begin.
SupremeViper did get a little bit of a health buff from winning that last round, but he has a lot of work cut out for him. But Gamma's just the character to be able to do it with all the damage output that he does have in the. A couple more right reads may put him in a spot to come back. Puella must find his way out of this corner if he wants to find a way. If you're SupremeViper, yes, that's exactly what you're doing. You want to keep going in, and he will try to finish it out right before, and he will take the round. It is now 2-1 in SupremeViper's favor. Puella will get the stage counter pick though, so probably opt for a larger stage again. But SupremeViper clutching out that match once again with the super. Puella quickly picking threat palettes, one of the biggest stage in the game. I believe his game plan is now to just space out Gamagori, make sure he stays out and does not get it. But what will SupremeViper's, pick be when it comes to picking his option at the beginning of the game against this? What will his counterplay be against such a large stage, such as threat?
Your resilience seems to be your greatest asset. It won't help you against me, mind you. No.
SupremeViper did make the correct adaptation at the end of the game, riding his momentum and not really letting Puella be able to get away or run away from the towering titan that is Ira Gamagori. Puella immediately setting up shop and going back, but punishing for that and telling him, get right back over here. I'm not letting you get away. Good job, and he's racking up that damage and getting the wall spot, exactly what he was looking for. But Puella will go for the Bloody Valor burst to stop. And if he wins this may turn the tide of the game. And it will be a tie. So right now, SupremeViper will take the extra damage, and Ragyo now has an option against SupremeViper. And he's setting up shop. But it looks like he will safely side. And ooh, the armor did not come out in time. And Puella will pick up that damage. And SupremeViper in a bad situation without any meter and barely any health, but he was able to bring it back last match. But Puella, having all the resources, having all the health, and having all the meter, will be able to control the pace of the game.
I can still fight. On guard. Round 2, begin.
Again, control the pace of the game. SupremeViper has a tall tower to climb. Ragyo having a good fair amount of health in this game, and I'm gonna take practically two health bars down of PuellaSins. A great player, will not be an easy tap, but SupremeViper proving himself, getting third in this weekly, does prove the fact that he can stand with the best and take games off of the best, and getting in and doing what he needs to do. Will Puella go for the burst? Yes, he goes for the burst early, and that counter hit burst will let him get access to a full combo. Because that is what Ragyo's Bloody Valor lets her do. He was setting up shop and setting up those chops. Puella trying to abusing all of Ragyo's resources when it comes to playing this character. Doing a great job of just locking him down. The stage is so big, the Gamma pretty much has no options when it comes to getting in, making me such a tall mountain to climb. And just like that, Puella will take the match, and it will be 2-2. If you're SupremeViper, you may want to go back to a small stage, because that's exactly what worked out for you last match.
First strike to eliminate the rebels.
Winner! Ragyo Kiriyui.
So what will be the counter pick for SupremeViper? I'd say that he's still rocking the Iragama Gore, which is great because it has proven that it can take games off of Puella. I believe right now it truly does come down to the stage. We're going back to Honocho open field. So Hono Town being one of the smaller stages of the game, home to getting those proper wall splats and get those breaks you need to close in gaps.
Ragyo Kiriyui versus Ira Gamagori. Get ready. Let the battle begin.
All right, let's get into this match. I was answer to Puella onslaught of attack. Puella going in and setting up shop and doing what he does best. But SupremeViper finding his opening, getting in and getting that combo that he needs, but dropping the combo. But yes, eating up that burst. That's exactly what I was talking about. You need to eat up that burst because that's what Gamagori does best. You burst, he eats it up, and now your resources, and now you can't escape further combos. Also, eating a burst can make your opponent scared to even burst in the first place. If someone's on top of you like that, it's so scary you don't know what to do, and he'll pick up all that damage. I can only wonder what's going through Puella's head at the moment. Ooh, SupremeViper picking up. I'm telling you, these stage picks are so crucial in this game because of how these characters work. These zoners at times don't do too well on these small stages because the gap is closed so. Bursting out of that, but picking up the damage up it too, but getting the wall splat off of the tilt C and keeping up all this pressure, make sure he doesn't get in and doesn't deal any more damage.
Not a scratch.
Ooh, try to change up Puella's just blocking, and ooh, he gets countered for sidestepping, and he's gonna eat that right up. Puella will have to use his meter to burst out of the combo. And with the sidestep out of there, he will find his way out, but he doesn't put up Shackle in time. He may eat a full-length combo for what just happened. Ooh, using that Shackle to eat it up and going right back in, but unshackles at the wrong moment. Ooh, Puella needs to get out of there, and he will find a way to get out of there just in time. And with that, he will be punished because he is now giving Puella the time to find space. It's such a close game for this. But Viper does have the advantage of having picked up a little bit of health off of Puella already. So he doesn't have that. Using his meter twice? What was Puella doing? I'm not sure about that option. Such a weird option coming out of Puella. I can only hope what he was right now. He's going to eat up some damage for what he has done. And Damagori will get a full combo, but he drops the combo. Will go for his own burst, and he has Ragyo locked down in the corner and will get the wall split. Oh, dropping that as well. Ooh, so many drops from these players today. Can only hope what's going through their brains as they drop these combos that were crucial to what they could have done in. Ooh.
30 seconds left.
It seems like SupremeViper's going for only for what he knows. But he must get out the way. Ooh, he doesn't get out the way, and that may be a full combo that he eats. And Puella may be able to pick up victory. Get out of there, Viper. If you're... and Puella will take the game. Good stuff to PuellaSins. And some odd choices made by both players during the game, but it seems to have paid off.
I see your value as a first strike to eliminate the rebels.
Understandable. Puella said the game made him double burst. May have been something weird with a buffer of some sort, or sometimes the game may buffer an option that you did. But again, good stuff for Puella for not letting the option of the game interfere with what his plan was for the game. And good stuff SupremeViper proving that he can take games off and just really making a good opening tournament for himself in the server. Picking up third place and showing that he can rock